Hello everyone, this is Herd85. Welcome to episode number 13 of my WCW A Done Deal. This is the 1 year anniversary episode for the in-game, of course. So we are now at May 2002. WCW has now been alive for a year since the official closing. So for those that are returning, the new storyline in process is the New Blood versus the Old Guard, and we're going to continue where we left off pretty much. Just switched around a few of the feuds just to mix it up a bit. Anyway, a few guys called up from developmental. So as you can see here, it's Matt Sydal, Chris Hero, Shane Helms teaming up with Jerry Lynn to take on Cesaro, Kakash, Juventud and Psychosis. Shane Helms picking up the win. This is a pre-show match, 62. To be honest, I kind of need Nitro and or Thunder to go 3 hours because it's only 2. Another pre-show match just to get usage out of Scott Steiner here. As you can see, Young Dragons, Naturals, A&W, Scott Steiner teaming with Road Warrior Animal, one half of the tag champs. It's got 72. Scott Steiner really stood out. And on to the main show. So, bit of a spoiler for the name of that storyline. Anyway, Hulk Hogan comes down to the ring, has a microphone, starts to talk. He's interrupted by the chosen one, Jeff Jarrett. They have a back and forth and agreed to a singles match tonight, 98. Chavo Guerrero picking up a big win over Terry Funk. He's got 60. Funk's contract's up in a couple of weeks, so just using him when I can. So a random tag, and yes, this is a new tag combo. Dangerous by Design. Ken Shamrock and Chad Collar defeat Wyndon and Rotundo. I only got 48, but to be honest, Chad's not got a lot of overness, but I wanted the technical, badass sort of tag team. Monty Brown, Eric Bischoff, Jeff Jarrett all asked CM Punk to join. It's got an 80. DDP defeats Finlay, 67. Backstage, CM Punk is seen talking to Sting. So basically Punk's been chased after for recruitment. 79. Bischoff introduces us to his new bodyguard and brings out Boss Man, aka the Big Boss Man. I just figured I'd just go for the straight up, just call him the Boss Man, because he's got good menace, good bodyguards, so he'll get over pretty quickly in the storyline. 82. Wow, great chemistry in the show and their performance. Steve Corino defeats Rick Steiner. Monty Brown and Sean O'Hara backstage. They have an argument with Booker T and Raph. It gets heated, and Dusty Rhodes is walking past and books a tag team match main event, 74. Ric Flair defeats Christopher Daniels with the figure 4, as I said. Got 78, quite good. Shows how far Daniels is climbing up the ladder. Dustin Rhodes is backstage. He's stopped by Canyon, Bagwell and after some insults, Vampiro attacks him from behind. Canyon and Bagwell join in. So another new storyline. Vampiro switching targets now from Sting to Dustin Rhodes. Some of his New Blood buddies helping out with the beatdown here. 6-man tag. 3 members of the Old Guard. Mysterio, Kidman and Conan defeat Hayes and the Enforcers, 74. Following the match, Mike Awesome hits the ring and destroys all 3. So Mike Awesome the Bully, is starting on Mysterio, Kidman and Conan. In an exceptional match, Hulk Hogan defeats Jeff Jarrett in about 11 minutes when Jarrett was disqualified when Bossman ran in and attacked Hulk Hogan. 75. Hogan's being double teamed. Seeing the assault, Randy Savage comes down and saves Hulk Hogan. Believe it or not, Randy Savage, and well, it's obviously true, Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan hate each other. However, for storyline purposes, he's part of the old guard, and this has now been booked for Thunder. The Mega Powers reuniting to take on Jarrett and the Big Boss Man. Main event, tag match. Sean O'Haire and Monty Brown defeat Booker T and Wrath. Wrath taking the pinfall again with the Widowmaker. It's got an 80. Following the match, Sean O'Haire floors Booker T with his title, stands over him, not only holding the world title but holding his TV title too. He clearly wants to be a double champion. 99. So strong start. First Nitro gets an 86. Some new feuds in there. Sean O'Haire targeting Booker T is one of many feuds going between the new blood and the old guard. Hopefully you guys can keep up who's fighting who. It's kind of got NWO vibes as well. So Raw got an 89, but they were in Hawaii. Oh yeah, just to say, that last show was in Eastern Australia. So, you know, just thought I'd mix it up a bit, going to Australia. Davey Boy Smith is not forgotten, because he is on my roster now. He's back from injury, I guess. And he also had a bit of medical thing he had to do. Right, let me just see if I can make my TV show 3 hours. Right, let's go for Nitro. It was blocked by Australia. Let's go for Thunder. TNN blocks it, so it can't go 3 hours yet. I'll try 2.5. No. No. So for now, still 2 hours both shows. Tell you what, the amount of people that fail steroids tests in this game drives me crazy. So Sean O'Haire is my TV champ. Booker T is the world champ. I'm actually going to do a double title match, you know. I think, oh god, 90 for WWE. Brothers Destruction beat Edge and Christian. Every time it says that. Yet they never go on like a hiring rampage. UK Undertaker, alright. Alright, mate. Alright, I'm going to book it already. The Big Bang. One-on-one. Sean O'Haire, Booker T. That is my main event. Big Bang is the next pay-per-view. Raw getting new TV deals, Heat getting new TV deals, SmackDown getting new TV deals. So lots of TV changes for WWF. I'm no longer with MTV, but I am now on channel 5, so that's why that came up. WCW versus the World, Bryan Danielson stands out. See, my issue at the moment is my developmental's got plenty of great talent. It's just I don't want to overflood my main roster. Right, next up is Thunder. Okay, so another Thunder, another tour of Australia. So Davey Boy Smith making his WCW debut in a pre-show. He's probably got some ring rust. Yeah, look, was penalised for being rusty. So he's going to have a couple of pre-shows. Until then, he didn't connect with Psychosis, but a nice safe win. Three-way tag, the New Blood defeat the Naturals and Wyndham and Rotundo. Canyon pins Douglas after they hit the Bloody Encounter. Interesting name. 65. Hogan thanks Randy Savage for his recent help. 75. Dangerous by Design, another victory. Defeat the Enforcers. Collar makes Candido submit with a Texas Cloverleaf. 62. Just an interview with Lance Storm, Michaels and Medge Guns, in which they taunt the filthy animals really, but they're part of the old guard. 75. Cruiserweight title defense. AJ Styles defeats Amazing Red after hitting the Spinal Tap. Spiral Tap, that is. Spinal Tap's a band. 67. Dustin Rhodes gets a bit of a revenge. Attacks Vampiro and beats the crap out of him, leaving him bloodied and beaten. So remember, this Dustin Rhodes is not the same as before. He's a bit deranged. 73. Random Fatal 4-Way. Some of the cruiserweights, if you could class Alex Wright still as a cruiserweight. But Mysterio defeats Wright, Chavo, and Matt Sydal. 63. New storyline: Samoa Joe and Scott Steiner are backstage. They have a mini argument and they start brawling until agents and staff have to pull them apart. 93. So that's a pretty strong start for a new rivalry. Raph gets a singles victory against Hayes. 66. And we've got a heel turn here. It's been building for 20 segments, this one. Sting's in the ring when he's attacked from behind from a roundhouse kick from CM Punk. Punk pulls Sting up and puts him on the shoulders, and then he hits the go to sleep, which knocks Sting out. So CM Punk turns heel and beats up Sting. Yep, we are having a Sting CM Punk feud. 95. Alright, some members of the old guard take on some members of the new blood. So we've got DDP, Hugh Morris, Conan, and Animal against Bagwell, James Storm, the Wildcat Chris Harris, and Monty Brown. And it looks like the old guards pick up the win on this one. That's got 78. Considering Monty Brown literally like 1 week ago, not even out on the Sunday, which was the last video, the last show, beat Hulk Hogan, and then he's jobbing. Bischoff, Jarrett, and the Boss Man have an interview in which they taunt the Mega Powers. 95. First US title defense, Nigel McGuniess defeats Jerry Lynn with the Tower of London. 78. Always going to get a strong showing between these two good technical wrestlers. Booker T calls out Sean O'Haire and challenges to a match. It's accepted and they have a brawl. This has been booked for the Big Bang, always said that. 99. Ric Flair's in the ring when he's attacked by Nigel McGuniess, Monty Brown, and Buff Bagwell. Curt Henning comes running in, slides to the ring and makes the save. This appearance allows Flair some time to escape, but the three attackers turn all their aggression on Curt Henning and leave him beaten down. So I'm going to book a tag for Nitro. We'll have Curt Henning and Ric Flair, and this time we can have Buff Bagwell, Monty Brown. Couple of the new bloods. 95 for that one. The main event. Fantastic heat, good wrestling. The Mega Powers defeat Jeff Jarrett and the Big Boss Man. Randy Savage made Jarrett tap out. Jeff Jarrett was the star. This got 79, but you know, one for the good guys. 85 for Thunder in Australia, and a nice throwback to the 80s. Hulk Hogan teaming up with Randy Savage. I'm not quite sure who this guy is. All Japan Wrestling. Right, just checking my news quickly. Scotty Steiner, steroids apparently. Anyone that ever fails a steroid on my game, I deliberately fine. And some react okay, some do not. Let's change CM Punk's picture so he looks different for the next one. Now I've made him heel. Just give him the dark hair look. Right, let's have a look at the news. Someone's got weight issues. So Thunder was in Eastern Australia, still got an 85 because the Aussies love us. Jamie Noble for my Canadian Stampede. Okay, BJ Whitner there. So storyline wise, we've got the Michaels and Rey Mysterio, we've got the Mega Powers, we've got Vampiro and Dustin Rhodes, we've got Joe against Scotty Steiner, Punk's gonna face Sting, got potential US title one Henning, and Flair against Nigel McGuniess, and Booker T and Sean O'Haire. It's a good variety to start. Amazing Red's body's changed, he's now toned. Good for you. Let's bring him in as a heel. So I'm gonna send it to development, but I just signed David Arquette, but he's gonna go work in developmental. Just wanted him, he's got good overness, what I say, he's in the 60s, which is a C for some people that use those ratings. Right, let's have a look-see. Bryan Danielson. You know, I do want to call Danielson up, but also I don't, because he's brilliant, and I don't because I don't have no plans for him at this moment in time. But what we're doing Nitro is I'm gonna have a I think I'll have a battle royal, a developmental one, get all the kids up. Give him some overness boost by being on WCW TV. Get the F out. So this is the oh look, Randy Savage is going to retire. So Randy Savage will retire from active in-ring wrestling in 3 months' time. Fair enough. Let's see if I can change his mind. See what happens. I've asked him to reconsider. He said thanks for your interest, but retirement's the right decision. I'll definitely be retiring. Okay. We've also got Jeff Jarrett getting himself ripped. A developmental BG James. The Road Dog Jesse James, that is. Oh, new champion. Women's champion Angel Williams. That's Angelina Love, in case you didn't know. Sanjay John Dunn and Liz Mark Jr. are teaming up. Vince Russo has taken control of PWU. Maybe I should look out for their show and see how that goes. Joey Ryan there. I've just signed Corey Graves. New Japan got an 81. Nothing too interesting. So, he takes control of Iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak WWF now to WWE. And then book Nitro. Okay, as you can see we are at Nitro. This one's from the UK, so mixing it up a bit. See how we do. See how we do. Right, Davey Boy Smith again. This time beats Cesaro. For some reason, he still doesn't have chemistry with people. Not good starts. 2 for 2. 55. The Finley and the Enforcers pick up a win over Chris Hero, the Naturals. C.W. Anderson getting a win there. Eric Bischoff opens the show. He books some triple threat tag main event. Steiner Warriors versus Mega Powers versus New Blood. So, sort of quite an interesting way to kick things off. Shane Douglas defeats Super Crazy. 58. CM Punk cuts a promo. The lights go out. Sting's music plays and his symbol appears on the screen. He promises that CM Punk's day will come. So yeah. So let's pre-book that. Sting is going to face CM Punk at the pay-per-view. Punk sporting a new look. Dangerous by design. Win again. Shamrock makes Psychosis tap out. 71. Dustin Rhodes defeats Crowbar. First title defense. No Vampiro interference there. Mike Awesome and Lance Storm get ambushed by Kidman, Mysterio, and Conan backstage. So a bit of revenge. 77. Vamp in action defeats Alex Wright and Terry Funk. Not very good this one. 54 unfortunately. Samoa Joe attacks Scott Steiner. Oh, okay, short and sweet. 74. AJ Styles' run of wins come to an end. Bossman defeats him with the Bubba Slam. Probably should change the name of that. 67. US title defense. Nigel McGuniess wins again. Beats Shane Helms. 76. Booker T and Sean O'Haire have their contract signing with Dusty Rhodes. Basically, they brawl. A classic brawl. Booker T and Sean O'Haire. Title for title match. Tag match. Bagwell and Monty Brown are beaten by Ric Flair and Curt Henning. Curt Henning picking up the win following botched interference by Nigel McGuniess. 80. Final match. The New Blood Heels beat down Curt Henning and Ric Flair. And yeah, I'm going to go for it. On Thunder, we're going to have a US title rematch between Ric Flair and Nigel McGuniess. The main event, the Mega Powers defeat the New Blood and the Steiner Warriors when Hulk Hogan hits the big leg drop and pins Canyon. The Mega Powers are your new World Tag Team Champions. 77. Following the match, Savage grabs both belts. He dives back to the ring to celebrate with Hogan. Basically, Savage is retiring. Hulk Hogan's a legend. They're both the old guys. I ain't gonna give them a world title run. So give him a tag title run. Maybe might be able to squeeze a month out of it, because Savage has got 3 months to go. 92. And that is from the Shepherd's Bush Empire. The end of that Nitro. 82. It's okay. I'm featuring a lot of old stars in the main event, so it shows you how the ratings have dropped slightly just by Randy Savage and Hogan, because they're good. And Hogan's causing risks for Savage, which is a bit weird. A lot of people have strong dislike to Randy Savage. Similar intention. Thanks to Hulk Hogan. He's your tag partner, mate. Raw got an 86. Scott Hall defeats Chris Benoit. And nothing too much there. Let's have a look at my backstage. That also won't help. I need to probably get rid of one of Hogan or Savage. It's going to start ruining my backstage. So my morale's starting to dip. It used to be 100, constantly 100, but since Hulk Hogan's returned, it's about 60 now. SmackDown got a 90. Wow. Chris Jericho defeats Kurt Angle. Stop looking at heat, to be honest. So I end up picking up a lot of the indie talent. Huh. Well, a long time coming. Renee Merrill, aka Sable, makes her return to WCW. Not really sure how to use her just yet. We'll figure something out. I've had her for so long, and she went off and had a baby. Bryan Danielson. Right, so up next will be Thunder. Headline will be Ric Flair versus Nigel McGuniess for the US title. Okay, so Thunder is booked. As you can see, my backstage rating is 55. Trying to get back. Thank you, Hulk Hollywood and Randy Savage. Right, it's a bit of a crazy Thunder. 10-man tag. Conan, Morris, Lynn, Wright, Helms defeat Wyndham, Rotundo, Chavo, Hayes and Douglas. 61. Hardcore title defense in a pre-show. Dustin Rhodes beats Norman Smiley, Super Crazy, Psychosis, Finlay and Cesaro. So my roster is just jam-packed at the moment. I haven't even had the chance to do that development battle royal, but I might save that for the pay-per-view. Monty Brown, Buff Bagwell, Vampiro, Steve Corino, Chris Kanyon and Lance Storm cut promo. Just the new blood basically. Boasting. 75. Sean O'Haire destroys La Parka. 3 minutes 26 seconds. Defends his TV title because he can. Wrath defeats Kid Cash in 32 seconds, and in that 32 seconds we found out that they didn't click. Okay, I'm sure it was just a clothesline and a meltdown, but never mind. 44. Hollywood, Savage, Steiner Warriors, Henning, DDP are shown hanging out backstage, and no hard feelings with the Steiner Warriors losing their tag titles, obviously. 83. Dangerous by Design, Shamrock and Collar beat Young Dragons. 63. David Boy Smith, finally on the main show, beat C.W. Anderson. 81. 61, sorry. Booker T cuts a promo on Shawn O'Haire. It's got 99. Now, because of my backstage, I'm going to have to probably let go Randy Savage, just to let you guys know. So expect my next show to be his last match. CM Punk defeats Terry Funk. It's got 60. Following the match, lights go out, Sting appears and he destroys Punk. Terry Funk just watches and does not want nothing to do with it. 87. Billy Kidman tries to have a match, but is beaten by Mike Awesome. That's got a 71. Following the match, some of the New Blood are attacking Mysterio. Should have been the other way around, but never mind. Anyway, both of them get beaten down, to be honest. 76. Bischoff's in the ring, calls out the Mega Powers. As soon as they come, they're jumped by Jeff Jarrett and the Boss Man, who've been lying in wait. They destroy them. 87. Six-man tag. The Steiner Warriors defeat New Blood members Joe, Carino, and Canyon. Scott Steiner made Samoa Joe tap out. Interesting, because they're feuding. 80. The US title match. Flair drew McGuniess. The match descended into chaos when Henning and Christopher Daniels became involved. 70. However, Bischoff came out and ordered it to restart as a tag team match. And therefore, the tag match was made. Flair and Henning defeat Daniels and McGuniess, with Henning getting a win with a Henning Plex. 80 from York, England, and 85 Thunder. Oh, what have we got here? Luvez has passed away. Chris Chetty picks up. So this is the company that Vince Russo is the booker of. Okay, lots of champions. Liz Mark was the standout. The Unexpected win the tag titles against the Calgary Bulldogs. So the Calgary Bulldogs were TJ Wilson and Harry Smith, otherwise known as Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith. Then also Sonjay Dunn and Liz Mark Jr. Team Awesome, great. Okay. So we're going to have Nitro. Probably the last one that I have Randy Savage on. Noah gets rid of their junior heavyweight title, replaced it with a TV title. Bryan Danielson always stands out. The Mark Curtis weekend, okay. Mark Mara and the Cat defeats Stags and Disco Inferno. Yeah, I got rid of Disco Inferno. Ugh, I'm so annoyed with the backstage stuff. I don't want to sack Savage now because unfortunately it has to be Savage because he's got hatreds and dislike with so many people. But Hulk Hogan, or Hollywood Hogan, he's so over, and it's helping building up people, to be honest. So that's Funk gone. Terry Funk. WCW, Power Play. Oh, my little pay-per-view. Bryan Danielson defeated Tank Abbott in the main event. Chris Sabin defeated Kazarian for the exhibition title. Reno's injured. TJP there, Blue Meanie. Mantar. Right, so a quick look. Nothing to me stands out. Alright, we're going to go back to America for some Nitro. C54, come on. Come on. We can be better than that. Anyway, so look at all this. Savage, 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 Randy Savage, Randy Savage, Randy Savage. Not good, mate. It's because of that. Because Savage and Hogan hate each other. I mean, I could public fire him. Which could have a big effect, but you never know. I've never done it before, so kind of tempted. I might do it on Thunder. We'll see. Right, so Nitro's finally booked. It's a bit of a mishmash. Backstage morale's down. So Sean O'Haire defeats Amazing Red in a pre-show match to keep him used, to be honest. 73. Six-man tag, Big Boy Smith and Dangerous by Design defeat Cesaro, Juventud and Psychosis. Get a pre-show, 69. So a little bit of testing for a feud here, as it's got 100. It's probably good to do this down the line. Booker T and Monty Brown have a bit of back and forth. It's an old guard, new blood thing. So they'll meet later on tonight, one-on-one. Vampiro defeats AJ Styles with the nail in the coffin. This got 71. Obviously AJ is on a bit of a roll, so big win for Vamp. So Mike Awesome challenges Rey Misterio, and this match will be taking place at the Big Bang. It's got 78. Shane Helms picks up a big win over Hayes, 74, with the Vertebreaker. New Blood, Carino and Canyon are backstage, and they want a tag title shot. Eric Bischoff agrees. Of course he does. He's part of the New Blood. 80. AMW fall to defeat by Billy Kidman and Conan. New Blood versus Old Guard, 74. Lance Storm defeats Jerry Lynn, 76. Sean O'Haire and Monty Brown are having a little argument because obviously Sean O'Haire's got Booker T at the pay-per-view, so he's questioning his buddy's mentality. Steiner Warriors pick up a win since they are the former champs, back building some momentum over the Enforcers, 70. My tag title change, I've got to do this because to be honest I'm going to let Savage go. So Chris Canyon and Steve Carino hit the bloody encounter thanks to Jeff Jarrett and win the tag titles, 74. and then they're beaten down afterwards by the trio. Main event, Booker T defends successfully the world title. Only got 75. Following the match, Short Hair attacks and puts him through a table with a power bomb. 99. 84, not too bad. To be honest, I think it's the morale. So I'm going to let Savage go. He's about to retire anyway. Means my planned match for him I had at a Big Bang will get. Well, I actually had Hogan Jarrett. I was tempted to put as Randy Savage and Jarrett. So as you can see, he's unhappy anyway. I wonder if I can offer him his release. To be honest, I just clicked release and so many people are happy. So Savage is gone. Boom. Bit sucky, but it had to be done for the sake of my show. At least I took the tag titles off him. Raw got an 89. Kurt Angle defeated The Rock. And we got an 80. What did we get again? 84. Right, let's build towards Thunder. A bit disappointed letting go Savage, but when it affects you backstage, it is basically like playing the WCW 1997 again. The Rock is been offered a part in a movie and begins to film in 3 months, so I guess that's a good thing for me. He's going to be leaving WWE for a bit. SmackDown got 79. Rikishi, Eddie Guerrero and Billy Gunn defeated Saturn, Albert and Funaki in the main event. That's a bit dull. Someone's caught in possession of hard drugs. From the game, of course. Edge and Christian against Kane and Shawn Michaels. And Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker. Oh, Daniel Bryan has finally been given a world title. Good call. Who did he beat? WCW versus the World. Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson defeats Mike Sanders in the main event. Wins the world title. Jonah was the star. She is China, in case you didn't know. Right, look at that. Backstage rating, just from Savage going, is back at 100. So, yeah, it did suck, but hopefully it means that the ratings will be half decent for this show. Okay, Thunder is booked. Hopefully, surprise main event. Right, thrown together battle royal. Steve Corino won. Had a few big names in there. Davey Boy Smith being one of them. Hayes and La Parker. 67. And Chris Hero got injured. So these are the only 2 guys that didn't actually have a match. I've actually involved everybody on the roster. So Chris Kanyon gets the honour of defeating Ken Shamrock, 74. Pre-show match. So Sting and Booker T challenge 2 of their feuding guys, Sean O'Haire and CM Punk, to a tag match. Gets a bit physical, bits of brawling, staff break it up. 97 rating, awesome. This will happen tonight. Naturals defeat the veterans Wyndon and Rotundo with a roll up, 54. Vampiro defeats Kaz Hayashi. Not sure how that's advanced that segment, but okay. Shane Douglas wants to be a part of the New Bloods. They accept his offer. 75. AJ Styles, quick victory, defends the Cruiserweight title. 59, defeats Psychosis. Dustin Rhodes defends his Hardcore title against Chavo, Norman Smalley, and Buff Bagwell. So big win here for Dustin because Bagwell was involved. Curt Henning challenges Nigel McGuniess. This is an old school style, just challenge and accept. So US title match, Henning versus McGuniess will take place at the Big Bang. 92 rating. Old Guard versus New Blood match. It's always good to mix and match them. New Blood get a win this time. Bossman Monty Brown. AMW defeat Wrath, Steiner Warriors, and Hugh Morris, with Monty Brown actually pinning Wrath after Melina got involved. The Melina is the manager of AMW, got 78, so still quite good. Joe and Scotty Steiner tried to basically destroy each other. They are having a first blood match at the Big Bang. It's got a 96. A bit of a thrown together match here. DDP defeats Christopher Daniels, 74. Lance Storm, Mike Awesome defeat Kidman and Conan. Part of the Mike Awesome Bully Boy story, 78. Final match. That was an accident that I put Renee Marrow in this, but hey, that was whoops. It was supposed to be Rey Mysterio coming for the save. I've obviously just pressed the wrong button. But anyway, what a debut for Sable. Saving Kidman and Conan by fighting off Mike Awesome and Lance Storm. 81. Main event. Sting and Booker T defeat the Young Guns of Shawn O'Haire and CM Punk. Sting getting one over on his current rival CM Punk with the Scorpion Deathlock that's got a 78. Final match, Sting and Booker T are getting beaten down. Jeff Jarrett's involved, Shane Douglas, the new members involved, but Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan from the Old Guard come down and make the save. And it's got a 90. 85, but the ratings are a little bit better, Harmony's a bit better, so yeah, 85's not too bad. Progressing quite nicely towards the pay-per-view. Okay. Someone commits suicide, Tokyo Park, body found hanging with necktie, suicide note, promotion struggling with excess of 2 million debts. AMW, if you choose to replicate this event, changing from retired to deceased. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I want to replicate. Fit Finley's just gone apparently to chubby. Oh dear. So his body type is flabby light heavyweight. He is 43, so getting towards. Oh, might be Rick Wreck wins my world title in the Canadian development. Mikey defeated Bobby Roode and Jamie Noble in a triple threat match. Chris Hero, he suffered an injury. He's only strained, he can work for it. Right, crack on. So 1 Nitro, 1 Thunder to go. Anything interesting? A lot of Japanese stuff. Finn Balor, that is. Virgil. All I get in the news now, quite often there's a lot of people in developmental saying they are bigger than developmental. Tributes for Carl Gotch as he passed away on my game at the age of 77. George Animal Steel retiring. My developmental had a show. Mikey Whipwreck, main event. Scotty Anton, that's Scotty Riggs. Aaron Stevens, which is Damien Sandow and Mike Bennett, or Michael Kanellis, are forming a tag team called the Matt Mafia. Jay Lethal and Jack Evans will be called Lethal Injection. That's a spot on coincidence, and Tajiri there walking out on CVW, Combat Zone Wrestling. RAP XPW. I can confirm that they are just about alive. I can take over them if I want, but I don't want. Judgment Day 88. Brothers of Destruction beat Edge and Christian. Also had Dudley's Over Too Cool. Jeff Hardy of Mighty Genetic. How did they get 88 with some of the roster they had? My developmental had Road Wild. Nothing too big standing out. Jamie Noble defeat BG James, Robert Roode and Astral Rue. Steve Blackman won the hardcore title. I'm so used to me Hart. He won the European title off Crash Holly. Dr. Death there. Likes being the opening match on shows. Right, let's do the last Nitro before the last Thunder before the pay-per-view. Okay, Nitro is booked, raring to go. Couple of legends in the main event. 6-way match. Lynn defeats Kidman, Crazy, Chavo, Daniels, Seidel. 71, but he suffered a slipped disc. I can't imagine he can work through that. Couple of the old guards. Hugh Morris and Raph defeat A&W. 65, again these were pre-shows. Main show, Hogan and Flair challenge Jarrett and Bossman to a tag match tonight. 99. Shane Helms defeats Finlay with a vertebraker after Finlay failed. Well, gone up in size, I suppose. AJ Styles defeats Amazing Red, retains the Cruiserweight title. 70. Mike Awesome with major guns attacks Rey Mysterio from behind and beats the crap out of him. Seems like an eternity. Rey Jr. is bloodied and beaten. 83. Three-way tag match. Shamrock and Chad Collyer defeat the Naturals and also Hooven Toot and Psychosis with the ankle lock. It's got 69. Sting and CM Punk build their feud by just going back and forth with insults towards each other. They've got 96. Lance Storm defeats Jimmy Yang, 78. So obviously a lot of my mid-cards now proving high ratings. Nigel McGuniess defeats David Boy Smith with the Tower of London following botched interference from Curt Henning. That's an all-Englishman match there, 77. Joe and Scott Steiner are about to square off. The argument turns physical. The Steiner Warriors and the New Blood get involved, and this got 94. Dustin Rhodes defeats Shane Douglas and retains his hardcore title with a roll-up. Scott 79. Following the match, he's been beaten down 3-on-1. Buff Bagwell gets involved, his former partner Shane Douglas and Vampiro, because they're all New Blood brothers. Seeing the assault, Dusty Rhodes comes down and makes the save, saving his son. It's got an 85. Sean O'Haire and Booker T have a heated confrontation. Both hold their titles up high in the air. Who will walk away holding both? So that's the TV title and the world title, just to clarify. And 99. Monty Brown defeats DDP with a pounce. Big win for Brown, that. 77. Main event. Hogan and Flair defeat Bossman and Jarrett when Bossman got disqualified fighting Ric Flair. 79. This is just a build towards a pay-per-view match. 86 in total. Right, let's check the news. So Lynn's got a slipped disc. Ouchie. Incident involving Brian Clark. Fine. Curt Henning. Fine. Raw got a 91. Wow. It was in Alberta, Canada. Triple H defeat Chris Jericho. Another company going under. Triple R, however you sign it. Simon Diamond gets ripped. So there's Lynn there. I can confirm he'll be back in 2 months. So he's actually legitimately injured and off roster. Obviously, I kind of thought that if he was if he has a slipped disc. Right, let's keep going. Keep on going. Right, SmackDown results. Benoit over the Big Show. SmackDown got an 83. And nothing too exciting in the news. So we've got Thunder coming up. Then a pay-per-view. That's my 1 year anniversary show. Hopefully full of surprises. It's a bit of a mishmash, this old guard New Blood feud, but oh, hello, David Arquette. Awesome. That's a shame for Daniel Bryan. It means he only had a 1-match title reign. Oh, new women's tag team champions as well, ODB and Oka. Alright, WCW versus the World. Arquette defeated Bryan Danielson. They got 68. The women's tag match got 52. So yeah, quite a big show for them. I thought I'd snap up Arquette and see if he'd actually improve his wrestling ability and go in development. Anyway, let's get Thunder. Maybe I should call up Arquette for one. Right, Thunder is all booked. There is no David Arquette. Spoiler, sorry. As we final show before the pay-per-view, 10-man tag, lots of randomers in here. Alex Wright, Davey Boy Smith, Hugh Morris, The Naturals, Finley, The Enforcers, AMW, and Davey Boy Smith is the one that picks up the win, 60. 4-way match, Chavo beats Kid Cash, La Paca, and Matt Sydal, 63. To make it official, the US title contract signing. McGuniess tries to attack Henning, but it fails, and Henning leaves McGuniess lying. So, is this a sign? Is Curt Henning going to be US champion? 88. Upset, the Young Dragons defeat the Veterans, Rotundo and Wyndham. 56. Backstage promo, just seeing if AJ can cut a promo, 61. And then his Cruiserweight title defense over Juventud and Super Crazy, 66. Billy Kidman defeats Hayes, 79, good match. Conan asks to face Mike Awesome tonight. Bischoff accepts. 74. Interview with Dustin Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes. They basically, don't know how they taunt themselves, but okay. They taunt Vampiro and Bagwell and Shane Douglas. 85. Mike Awesome picks up the win over Conan, who was fighting for the honour of his friend Rey Mysterio. 77. Hulk Hogan's in the ring. Jeff Jarrett runs down, a brawl erupts. Jarrett gets the upper hand, hits a low blow, grabs a guitar from under the ring. Hogan slowly gets to his feet, smash over his skull with a guitar. Hogan slumps to the ground. Well, Double J Jeff Jarrett celebrates. 99. Triple threat, big win for Vampiro, defeating Helms and Kenny Shamrock. 78. Punk calls out Sting to face him. Some of Punk's New Blood buddies have surrounded the ring and enter and try to jump Sting when he shows up, but the ring fills up with smoke and Sting disappears. So some mind games from the Stinger. It's got a 97. Old Guard versus New Blood here. Dustin Rhodes, Rick Steiner, Red Warrior defeat Bagwell, Carino, and Chris Kanyon. I think this game gets confused. How's AJ Styles for showing a heel turn in this segment when he's not even in this segment? Anyway, 77. Sean O'Haire storms the ring. He tussles with Booker T. To get an upper hand, O'Haire delivers a bone-snapping power drive on the concrete floor. He picks up a lifeless Booker and delivers another power drive on the floor. However, it's quickly broken up yet after 2 power drivers. Anyway, 99. Good build. Main event. Joe, Brown, Storm and the Boss Man from the Old Guard take on Scott Steiner, DDP, Ric Flair and Wrath. And it is Scotty Steiner who actually makes Samoa Joe tap out again, and they're supposed to be facing off at the pay-per-view. Another 85, another good Thunder. So all mid-80s most of my shows, so let's hope the pay-per-view stays around that. Obviously I prefer it to be a little bit higher. Let's have a look, see at my storylines. Anyway, storylines all looking good. Highest rate storylines Booker T and Sean O'Haire, obviously. Oops, Les Mark Jr. He keeps asking to be called up. Mikey Ripwreck defeated Bobby Roode. There's obviously it's a young Bobby, not quite ready for the main roster. Bryan Danielson's requesting to be called up. I actually might do that, to be fair. You know, he's had his world title win. Yeah, let's call him up. Recall Bryan Danielson onto the main roster. Or push him. We'll keep him as Bryan Danielson for now, as he is still young, put on a star performance, so he's clearly ready for the roster. Right, coming up, it's my last show of this month, hopefully, if I've not ruined my schedule. Yeah, next up is the Big Bang. The Big Bang, number 2, coming up next. You potentially might be hearing my washing machine in the background. It's just loud. Anyway, up next is the pay-per-view. Right, the pay-per-view is finally done. Let's see. Hopefully, it finishes well. 66 for a pre-show involving Bryan Danielson, Shane Helms, and Cesaro. 66. AEW are beaten by Dangerous by Design. The Enforcers are in the match. 69. You know, classic kickoff. Fireworks, Lawler, Tenay. Here we go. 84. Vampiro defeats Dustin Rhodes to win the Hardcore title. 72. An Old Guard New Blood match. The New Blood get the win. Lance Storm defeating Conan. This got an 81. Renee Merrill says that she's got a new client and his name is AJ Styles. 71. So the new heel version of AJ defeats Billy Kidman and Chavo. After Renee interferes, Styles gets the win. 82. Very good match for Cruiserweights. 82. First Blood. Steiner defeats Samoa Joe. New Blood versus Old Guard. Mike Awesome defeats Rey Mysterio. 81. I've also ended this feud. 81's still good though. The New Blood, the tag champs, call out anybody. Well, let's say the Steiner Warriors are an easy win. And they weren't lying because they retained the tag titles, defeating Road Warrior Animal after hitting the Bloody Encounter. So Carino and Canyon kick off their tag team title reign. Wow, that's really high rating. In an exceptional match, CM Punk defeats Sting. It's got a 92. Sting had no complaints in putting him over, so what a legend Sting is. I've ended this feud. McGuniess defeats Henning with Tower of London. This one only got a 77. US title defense. Promo from the Old Guard. Probably should have put this earlier in the show, but never mind. 100. Jeff Jarrett defeats Hollywood Hogan by the stroke after the Boss Man interfered. 75. Main event. Wow, that is the highest rating match I've ever got, I think. 99. Sean O'Haire defeats Booker T in 25 minutes to win the WCW World title and retain the TV title, making him a double champ, giving me a 99 rated match. Well, just wow. Orendorff was the road agent, Nick Patrick was the ref. Following the match, the New Bloods come to the ring to celebrate, with O'Haire raising him up while he raises his titles. 97. Huh. Wow, a 100 pay-per-view. That, my friends, is amazing. That's all I can say. My 1 year anniversary. Took me a year to build O'Haire to a world champion material. He gives me a 99 match, and I score a 100 pay-per-view. Got no words? No words. Better tell Sting, he was a good example. So, new world champ, Sean O'Haire. New revolution in WCW. Or 100, wow. Speechless. I'm just, yeah, very happy. Of course I'm very happy. How do you top that? So let's have a look, see. First refusal on a developmental talent from the power plant. He's actually got a picture of Mr. Fuji. Can't believe I just got a 100 pay-per-view. It should have wow, my overness is getting a 75 everywhere. just getting the importance up now. We're very close to becoming national again. I'll go from the bottom and work my way up. New promotion, Irish Whip Wrestling, Ring of Honor have appeared, and MLW. Dine still defeats Mark Henry over Leviathan. Dine still over Rico. Well, that is the end of this video. Let's check the prestige now. 82. Sean O'Hare is now the top guy. He's still got his feud with Booker going. But Sean O'Hare, world champ, new blood, still seem like they're taking over now. They've got a lot of the titles. My first 99 rated match, my first ever 100 rated show. Thanks everybody for sticking with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, take care.